There was more weaponry, equipment and everything. Even back in '98 under Sankara, we were better equipped. And then, well, 10 or 20 years later, and in the end, terrorism came in. When terrorism arrived, we didn't have an army. We're still suffering from it to this day. It's in the midst of war that we are now building an army. So it's normal that it takes a bit of time. We're suffering, but we have to build an army. And when we come out of this war, we must come out stronger. That's what I'm saying. When I look at the statistics of the Soviet army, the number of men they lost. But when the war was over, they came out much stronger. And today, no army has the equipment that the Russian army has. So we too must learn from our war. When the war is over, we must be very strong. Sovereignty begins with the army. Once you have a strong army, all the other sectors can easily develop. That's what I can say. That's what led Burkina, in any case, to part ways with those armies.
All right. Another important issue that persists is the Ukrainian situation. Russia has declared itself ready to negotiate without preconditions, while Ukraine is constantly imposing constraints. Moreover, Kiev supports terrorists in the Sahel. In your opinion, who does not want peace for our two countries?
I think that even before now, it was the Turkish President Erdogan who managed to create a framework for dialogue, and I believe the two presidents met at that time. It was only at the beginning of the operation. And all of us hoped that it would lead somewhere, that the weapons would fall silent and that everyone would return to good intentions. But it was the Westerners who came and told the Ukrainian president not to accept. We followed all that. And in the end, what did it lead to? Well, I think all of this is part of a manipulation. I think they were manipulated. Otherwise, the Ukrainian and Russian peoples were the Soviet Union. They are brothers. How is it that hatred and Russophobia were able to be cultivated within this population? The war didn't start in 2022. It started in 2014. This is also a reality that many people perhaps don't know, or that people refuse to talk about. It was in 2014 that the war began. And today, people are surprised to see that the blame is perhaps being shifted onto Russia and all that. When civilians, Russian speakers were being bombed in 2014, who spoke up? There are images that still exist. People were locked in houses and burned. There are images that are there, but action should have been taken all this time. They were manipulated, and today